Hello everyone, it is I, SciencePyro07, and today I will be reviewing Mattel's Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Savage Strike Plesiosaurus. So Plesiosaurus, real quick, was not a dinosaur. It was actually a marine reptile from the late Triassic period. It was only about 12 feet long and ate fish. So this is a medium-sized animal. It is overall a pretty decent model for Plesiosaurus. The detailing, not the best. It's largely smooth with some scales here and there, but overall, not a ton of detail. There's, from the neck about here, down the back to roughly here, you can see like the vertebrae, or like the ridge where the vertebrae would go. It's, again, a largely smooth animal. If there is details like wrinkles or lines, which I guess I did to kind of indicate a marine reptile, because aquatic animals are typically smoother than terrestrial species. Although it's a reptile, it should have scale details. The flippers are different sizes and shape. Front two are longer and thinner. The back two are shorter and broader, which is good. The tail's nice and short. It's got a long neck, small head. Overall, looks like a decent plesiosaur. Not a lot to say there. Its coloration is pretty nice. It's a darker blue on the back with a light grayish white on the underside, which is a great counter shading pattern. The patterning on the head and neck is a lot more complex than on the rest of the body, which is okay. The eye is a light green with a painted pupil, which is good. And that's it. That's really it in terms of coloration. In terms of articulation, the tail can move up and down, but only a little. The head can move up and down, but only a little. But it can twist in a 360 circle. It has the correct kind of joints to be able to do that. And the neck can move up and down a little bit, much more so up than down. And the mouth can open to an unnaturally wide angle. The tongue and the back of the mouth is a darker red color. And the roof of the mouth is just the same exact blue. The teeth are small and rounded, which it kind of makes sense because it's hard to do needle-like teeth on a toy, but a smaller sized toy, but they did manage it with their Rhamphorhynchus. So, I'm not entirely sure why they didn't do it with a Plesiosaurus. But that's all in terms of articulation. Action feature on the back blends in extremely well. There is a button, a large rectangular button on its back, that when pressed, it flaps the flippers, which is accurate, because it's a plesio marine reptile. It would have used its front flippers to swim, and its hind flippers more so for like steering and turning directions. So that's a flapping action for the plesiosaur. It's pretty nice. Oh, hold on, I forgot a different bit of the articulation. With the Jurassic logo and scan code on the front flippers instead of the hind flippers, you can actually, the flippers are capable of being twisted at different angles. They can all go at different angles. And they can also all be twisted in a 360 circle. I forgot about that detail. Another cool thing about their Savage Strike Plesiosaurus, usually if it's an animal with an action feature, you have to utilize the action feature, you can't restrict it. But with the Plesiosaur, you can restrict its hind legs and still flap the front, or hind flippers, and still flap the front flippers. And the same can be said for the front. You can hold the front flippers and still flap the back ones. So that's pretty cool for them to allow it to work like that instead of you having to flap all four for the action feature to work. This guy, I got him back 2021. It was about $10, but these days, it could go for a lot more in box, but it could also be cheaper. I don't exactly know, again, because I already have one, and Plesiosaurus is not a species I would want exact again, unlike some other ones. So I'm not entirely how expensive it is these days. But that was the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Savage Strike Plesiosaurus. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I'll be seeing you again next time. Goodbye.